So it's pre-decided because it's the two biggest parties. And this is how we get to the president of the European Parliament. It's the least transparent thing.
Democratic process ever.
Yes.
Which goes into my argument for influence. You know, I grew up in a rough neighborhood, let's say. And I always was pretty good at reading people, I believe. So I don't understand the European process the way you do. But the reason I said, and it takes gall for me to do this, for me to sit down with a member of European Parliament, and when I've never been in European Parliament, and tell you that your process isn't democratic, that takes a lot of balls to do because you know better than me. So where would I even get this kind of inkling from? You know, there's been times in my life where I've sat in a room with a man and I just knew he was going to try and hurt me. He didn't do anything, I just knew it. I could see it on him. And when I see Ursula, when I see the few members of European Parliament brave enough to tell her that she's hated, when I see people screaming that she refuses to do what the population wants, and I see the smug look on her face, she knows it doesn't matter. She knows it doesn't matter what the people want. She knows it doesn't matter how many people are mad at her. She knows it doesn't matter because there's something else going on. And the parliament have fuck all to do with it, and the population have nothing to do with it, and everyone can scream. And the look on her face is like looking at a screaming toddler, upset that they can't have a little piece of candy, because she knows the deal's already been done. That's the truth of the European Parliament. And I knew that before I spoke to you by looking at her face. Look at her when people say, why are you doing this? You're destroying Europe. I know all about the war, Turks, Greeks. I know all about the demilitarized zone. I've been to Nicosia, I've been there, I've seen it all. But when you go back to Cyprus, you want to feel like home, right? If you went back to Cyprus and everyone was Norwegian, speaking Norwegian, you'd be like, what? This is weird. Wouldn't you? Would Cyprus still be Cyprus if they airlifted out every single person and replaced them all with Norwegians? Or would the food and language and cultures change? Would it still be Cyprus? I mean, maybe geographically on a map, but would it be Cyprus in your heart? No.